Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Dryden Gold's channel, Advancing High-Grade Discoveries. Joining us to give us a high-level overview of the projects today, a little bit of his history, some milestones, and the team. We have Trey, the CEO, joining us. Welcome, sir.
Hey, how are you, Kyle? Good. Thanks for having us on today.
Yeah, pleasure to get you on. I'm living the dream, and I really want to get an idea of what's going on here because you guys recently IPO'd, and for newer audiences, you have these projects in kind of Northwest Ontario, prolific gold region. Do you want to break down these projects just for newer audiences?
Yeah, really, it's what we've done is over the last 2 years as a private company, we've consolidated a very strategic land package I think we're up over 50,000 hectares now. And it's really in the Dryden area, an old camp there that was mined at the turn of the century. But we've put a land package together there that is district scale, and the kind of package that a major company would be envious of in a camp that has high grade gold at surface and very good infrastructure in the camp. In fact, the Trans-Canada Highway runs right through the property.
Yeah, when we come back, we're definitely going to expand on this a lot further. I know you guys are kind of building this out as an acquisition target. From a milestone standpoint, I know you guys are heading into some drilling here. Do you want to talk about when we can expect some kind of drill results and what investors should focus on here through the beginning of 2024?
Yeah, we're very lucky in that there was a really high-grade discovery made here by Manitou Gold, who we bought the property from, with some drilling in 2011, 2012. And when I say super high grade, the vein there carried 53,000 grams per ton over about a little over half a meter. And then there's some halo mineralization. So this intercept was 3,497 grams over 8.5 meters. So extremely high grade, about 75 meters below surface. So they went in there and tried twinning that and drilled all around it to see how much more they could find, and did about 20,000 meters of drilling right there. So while we have about 50 kilometers of strike on the Manitou-Dinorwic deformation zone, which would be kind of the Timmins equivalent of the Porcupine Fault, is that we're focused in this gold rock camp that where the historic mining was and where this brownfield opportunity is with the high grade gold there, and expanding that out with our drill program to show that this thing has legs both along strike and at depth. So the drilling program, we were able to raise money privately with our group. And so unlike most public companies, we started drilling at the first part of November and came public here just the first of the year. So we will have drill results, some extension drilling. We've done some drilling within the high grade zone. We've done some drilling on a separate vein system that's never been drilled in the camp, not never been drilled, but not recently drilled. So some real excitement to come up here, as we should have drill results coming out over the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's incredible. So a lot to look forward to as the story quickly evolves. But I mean, you've had a lot of involvement in the venture capital market. I mean, you've been involved with mining companies and the capital markets for over 40 years. What kind of led up to that aha moment for you? How did you get involved with Dryden Gold?
Well, I don't know if it was an aha moment. It was more like they drugged me back in. But we had a very successful company, Ely Gold Royalties, that we built up. We really started the royalty model at Ely in 2016, and I think market cap then was about $6 million, and we sold that to Gold Royalty Corp in 2021 for 300 million. My intention was really retirement at that point, but early 2022, I was approached by some of the Ely guys and some other investors, and about some property that was available in Northwest Ontario, and it was the right people and the right property that pulled me back in. So we've really spent 2 years putting the team together, and we on the board we have people that have also built and sold companies in the junior space, and then have been able to put together a very good technical team. So, this is not rocket science, Kyle. I mean, junior mining companies don't, as a rule, evolve past the good ones. The ones that really build shareholder value and make people money are the ones that build something that a larger junior or larger mid-tier or major company would like to take over. And that's our intention here at Dryden, is to build something that over the next 2 to 3 years, we think can be very attractive to somebody to then take it to the next step. So we like to call it Great Bear 2.0.
Well, again, I definitely appreciate the insight. And just to finish up here, we're going to get some other aspects of your team's perspective on the project. Do you want to just talk about who you've kind of assembled here?
Yeah, with the property package, this a very unusual camp in that this property sat in Gold Corp's portfolio for many years. In fact, from the beginning of Gold Corp, Rob McEwen owned this property and always meant to go back and start exploring it, but obviously they got pretty preoccupied with the Red Lake camp, and this project just really being a couple hours away, it never got any attention, and then Gold Corp sold it to Rob's chagrin in 2007 to Manitou Gold, and that's who we purchased it from. And Manitou has since been purchased by Alamos Gold. So Alamos is actually, well, soon to be our largest shareholder here, and so that makes it interesting from that standpoint, as far as what I mentioned before about what our overall goals are here, but. We were then very lucky last year to have found Maura Kolb, who was a very smart geologist. She had been working in the camp for Treasury Metals as VP of Exploration, but more importantly, before that, she spent about 8 years with Gold Corp at Red Lake. So she's a structural geologist, and she ran the exploration team at Gold Corp for 4 years, had 90 people working under her. So you can imagine, I think at one point it was a $50 million a year budget. So she knows how to take this property package, which we have consolidated, which is a very appealing asset, and put a exploration program around it that is also the kind of makes it the kind of asset that is appealing to larger companies. We were then Anna Hicken was Maura's number 2 at Gold Corp, and Anna became available this last fall. So we were able to hire her and really started to reassemble this, the major part of the Gold Corp team here that really understands the geology structurally and chemically. They really complement each other there. So a great team. And then, as I mentioned before, there's great infrastructure in the camp as far as roads and power and everything else, but also the town of Dryden is a old mining town, and a lot of the people who work at Red Lake live in Dryden. There's a lot of talent there to draw from, as far as our field geologists, that type of thing. We're just able to contract as we need them out of there. So got a great property and a great team.
Well, on that note, I appreciate all the insights. We'll pass it off to the viewers, though. We'd love to know what you think in that comment section below, and consider subscribing, because when news, catalyst, all this comes into play and it hits the wire, we're going to bring it to you here. But on that note, as always, we look forward to catching you in the next one.